Let's talk Christmas boxes. Yes, these are Christmas boxes that you are going to need to start doing now to help you stay organized, save money, and have a stress-free Christmas. Now, I'm going to give you 10 different box ideas, but you do not need to do all 10. Take the ones that are relevant and most important to you and just work on those ones. But I'm going to give you 10 box ideas that you can start putting things in ready for the festive period. If you don't know me, my name is Rachel. I'm a solo mum to one, and on this channel I talk everything frugal living, budgeting, mum life, and right now everything to do with Christmas. So if you like that kind of thing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if I look a little bit sweaty than normal today, it's because I'm actually recording this in the middle of a heat wave at 34 degrees. We're on red alert with the weather warnings, and I made a commitment to make sure I give you the best Christmas content I can, and I'm going to stick with it, even if I am feeling like I'm melting right now. But rather than me ramble, let's get straight into the video, and let's start with box number 1. Box number 1 is your Christmas essentials. This is the most important box, and I suggest that every household has one of these boxes. In this box is going to be every battery that you could possibly buy, because you never know with all these toys and these gadgets what battery you are going to need. And the last thing you want to do is get your kid to open a lovely present and they can't play with it because you haven't got any batteries. So check the presents before you buy them and make sure you've got the batteries. And then always have spare batteries in your box. It's really important. You need those batteries. The next thing is going to be charging cables, especially if you've got older kids and you're buying them new technology for Christmas. Having extra charging cables available so there's no arguments or fights, or if one of them breaks, you've got the extra charging cables there to avoid any meltdowns or strops or anything else over the Christmas period. Leading me into extension leads. You are going to need extension leads, especially if you've got lots of gadgets and quite a few of your family or friends are getting technology gifts. You are going to need some extension cables because you are going to need them. Trust me, you're going to need them. You're also going to need screwdrivers and Allen keys, okay? A lot of people forget the Allen keys. You need Allen keys and screwdrivers. Every type of screwdriver, okay, with the little different heads. I don't know what they're called. You know, the flat ones and then the little flowery ones that I call it. I don't know what they're called. But you need all the different kinds of screwdrivers, big ones and small ones, because I really hate when you have to get a little screwdriver and then do it to get the batteries in, then do it back up. It's such a faff. But make sure you've got screwdrivers available and Allen keys. You're also going to need things like sellotape, blue tack, scissors, extra wrapping paper in case the dog comes in and puts his paw through a present. You've got that extra wrapping paper to patch it up with. Also, you're going to need things like parchment paper, cling film and tin foil, and even food bags, just to make sure that you've got everything there that you need just in case you run out, or you may have forgotten it in your main food shop, or anything that you can think of needs to go in that essentials box. That is one box that I suggest every household has. So get a little box and start putting things in there. Add something in every time you go to the shop. Just buy something else. It will soon add up, but definitely need a Christmas essentials box. Box number 2 is a Christmas Eve box. Now, this isn't the kind of Christmas Eve box that you see all the time where you put your reindeer food and your pajamas and your book and a little toy and a little pack of sweets and all those things that we have for Christmas Eve boxes. This is a Christmas Eve box of things that you want to do with your family on Christmas Eve. So if you do an activity or you do an event or you sit down as a family, you do something for Christmas Eve, get a little box together that you can put everything in there now. Maybe you buy some little games, a pack of cards, maybe you buy some sweets specifically for Christmas Eve. You can also do your main Christmas Eve box as well, but this is more to prepare you for Christmas. So if you have a tradition or you want to start a new tradition over Christmas Eve, then start putting a little box together. It doesn't need to be a big one. So you've got everything there. So on Christmas Eve morning, you can drag it all out, put everything out, and you're ready to go. It could even be the fact that you are going to be in the kitchen cooking all day and you need to keep the kids entertained. So you can buy some entertaining colouring books or some activity thing, which we'll go into a bit later anyway, that they can do over Christmas Eve while you're busy cooking, you're busy getting ready for the big day. Your kids can be occupied with things that they need to be doing with your little Christmas Eve box, which is already prepared. Not every household is going to need this. I don't actually need this one with my son. We always go out on Christmas Eve when I have him anyway. But if you are someone that's got a few kids and you're hosting a big Christmas Eve, then maybe it's something that you can think about doing. Box number 3 is a stocking filler box. This is one that I am starting this year, but I am getting a little box together, and every time I go shopping and I see something that I could put in a stocking for my son, I'm going to put it in the box. Some of the stuff I'm going to get online anyway, but I am going to be going like places like Home Bargains, Poundland, B&M, charity shops, car boot sales. If I see something there that I think would go great in my son's stocking, I'm going to buy it now and I'm going to put it in a little box and hide it somewhere so he can't find it. And then I'm getting ready to fill his stocking up, because the stocking for me is the hardest thing to fill, and it usually ends up being lots of food items. So if I start now, I might be able to find a few little things that he would like, such as football cards and football stickers. So a few ideas that you could put in the stocking could be some small colouring books, some pens, some little toys, some little teddies, football cards, football stickers. Or if there's not football, anything that they're into, there's lots of those sticker books around now. I've been seeing them everywhere. Playing cards, hair accessories, little makeup, some bath bombs, lots of different things that you could do as stocking fillers. And if you pick 1 or 2 things up every single week, it soon adds up. And by the time it comes to Christmas, you'd already had their stocking completely full, and which is what I'm planning on doing this year, because I really struggle with the stocking. If you are the same and you struggle with stocking fillers, please let me know in a comment box below so I know that I'm not alone. Box number 4, my favourite one, and if you watched my Christmas playlist of last year, you would have seen that I started this last year. It's the Christmas food box. So every single week I would buy an item for Christmas from September onwards. A lot of people start now, but if I start now, I'm going to be overrun with so much food. It'll just be like enough to last us 2 years. So I'm not going to start until September. And buy 1, maybe 2 items every single week for Christmas, and I'm going to put it in my Christmas food box. I will link my Christmas playlist in the description box below of last year, so you can go and watch that if you want to. But trust me, it soon adds up, and we were actually eating stuff that I bought for Christmas until April of this year. So it does last you quite a while. So definitely do a Christmas food box. Buy some things that it's got a good best before date, and stuff that's like just cupboard stuff really. Even if you do want to buy freezer stuff, make sure you've got a freezer drawer already empty, so you can put all your freezer stuff in there in case you see good offers and good deals for Christmas. Things you can put in your Christmas box are things like drinks, crisps, sweets, chocolate, custard, jelly, stuffing, gravy granules, biscuits, and any tinned food that you're going to want. So definitely start a Christmas food box. I think those so far are my top 2, is the Christmas essential and the Christmas food box are very important for every household. Unless of course you are just a single person, or just you and one other person, and you won't use all the food, it might not be as good idea unless you want to have a whole year's worth of shopping. It's up to you. Box number 5 is start your gift wrapping box. So every time you go to the shop, buy some sellotape, get some labels, get some brown paper if you're going to be doing brown paper and not actual Christmas wrapping paper. When the Christmas stuff start coming in, then you can buy the Christmas wrapping paper as well. Ribbons, bows, tissue paper, and gift bags. Now, charity shops and car boots are great for gift bags, especially for Christmas, because they're really, really cheap. But as soon as it starts coming into the shop, start getting a gift wrapping box, so everything is in there that you need. I would even suggest getting an extra pair of scissors just in case you break one. With so much wrapping, if you use 1 pair of scissors for everything in your home and for the gift wrapping station, you might lose them, you might break them. So I always suggest maybe getting an extra pair of scissors just for the gift wrapping station, and it stays in that box. Therefore, when you come to wrap your gifts, then you've got your box all ready to go. Just get the box out, get the presents, put something on TV, a nice Christmas movie, and off you go. Now, I would love to know from you, do you buy your gifts and wrap them as you go, or do you buy all your gifts and then spend an entire day just wrapping all the presents? Let me know what you do in the comment box below. Box number 6 is your present storage box. Now, it might have to be quite a big box, especially if you've got a secret hiding place in your house, which every mum will always find a secret hiding place. This is a place where you can store all your presents. So whether it's a small stocking filler box inside the present box, or just all your presents that you've got everybody. I know a lot of people start very early in the January sales and they put things away for Christmas. So having a present storage box with all your presents for everybody, so you know exactly where they are, you don't misplace them, And I remember my mum actually gave my son a present like 3 months after Christmas, saying she bought it for Christmas and she forgot where she put it, and then she found it. So having one place where all the presents go is going to be much easier for you to make sure you don't lose things, make sure you have enough for everybody, and that you've got extra presents if someone comes last minute and gives you a present and you've got nothing for them. It's always a good idea to have that extra spare present. Also, in this present storage box, make sure that you have a gift list of who is getting what. You could also keep a folder with all your receipts inside the present box, so that if you have to return anything, they're all in one place. And also have your order confirmation if you bought anything online, and your receipt if you bought anything online, or have a separate folder in your email account where all the Christmas presents go. So you've got all your receipts and you've got all your order confirmation as well. The last thing you're going to want to be doing is scrolling through all your emails trying to find that one receipt. If you put it all in a separate folder on your email account, then it's easy for you to go and find. Box number 7 is an activity box. So I mentioned this briefly before, to keep the children occupied while you're cooking on Christmas Eve. But it's good to have an activity box of colouring pads, pens, pencils, any kind of crafts, a small jigsaw puzzle, board games, Christmas craft kits, and even little Lego sets as well. You could also set up a station where they can make their own Christmas cards for family and friends, but putting together a little activity box for your children will keep them entertained over the Christmas period, especially if you are busy doing other things and getting prepared for Christmas. Having that little activity box they can delve into, they can do what they want, they can pick out what they want, is a really good idea, and not actually that expensive. You can buy lots of them in places like Poundland and Home Bargains. You can even download some free colouring sheets online and just print them out and pop them in the box as well. A really great idea if you've got a crafty child. My child is not crafty whatsoever, but my nieces love doing any kind of craft. Put all of it in a box. They can sit at a table and have the best time of their life while you're busy doing something else. Or you could even join in with them. I mean, that would be a better solution, wouldn't it? Actually do the crafts with them. Box number 8 is a baking box. If your children love to bake over Christmas, gingerbread men, cupcakes, mince pies, whatever it may be, whatever you enjoy cooking, start buying some baking ingredients now and put them in a box. So you want your flour. If you're doing mince pies, you can have your mince meat. You could have food colouring, chocolate chips, sprinkles, cupcake cases, icing sugar, and your favorite Christmas cookie cutters if you're making cookies. So all the stuff that you can actually store, put it in a little box, or your baking box, and you can spend a whole day baking cookies with your kids. Or you can just start baking. If you're making homemade gifts for everybody, you're already starting to buy the ingredients now. A lot of those things have good best before dates, usually until 2027, sometimes even into 2028. So if baking is something that you're going to be doing, or something that your kids really love doing, then making a little baking box now and putting a few things away is going to make it much easier when we get to the festive period. Box number 9 is a donation box. Now, if you've been watching my Christmas content in the previous years, you know that every single year I take my son to Asda with £20, and we go around all of Asda and we buy Asda essential items, and we get as much as we can for £20. On the way out of Asda, we put all of that straight into the food bank trolley. Every single year, that's what we do. So if you want to do that, you can. You can start actually building that donation box now by having a box again in your house. And you can just buy something from the shops every single week and pop it in the donation box. And then you can just go to your local food bank or your local supermarket and just put it all in the trolley, or give it over as a donation. If that's not something that you want to do, you could also do the local animal shelter. We do this as well. We go through all our old blankets and towels of the year, so anything that we don't need, and we donate them. We go and buy some dog food and cat food. We also buy treats for the dogs and the cats, put it all in a box, and we take it down to our local animal shelter just before Christmas. You can also do this for children. You can donate old toys, books, colouring pads and pencils, even donate old clothes to children and families that are very much in need, that maybe they don't have a lot. Maybe they can't afford gifts for their children this year. By donating your unwanted items means that they can wrap them up and give them to their children for Christmas. There's also dunam that you go down for the Christmas tree, and then you take a label off, you go and buy something and you put it in a trolley. I haven't ever done it because I do the animal shelter and I do the food bank. I can't afford to do all. Those are my chosen 2 charities. That's what I do. So choose your charities that you do. If you can start putting a little box together of things that your children no longer use, want or need, and then you can donate them to families in need. And my final box, box 10, is your emergency Christmas box. And again, this is one of the most important boxes that I think everybody needs. In here, you will have things like plasters, bandages, medicine, tablets, ibuprofen, paracetamol, whatever it is that you need. Wet wipes, bin bags, spare light bulbs. Yes, spare light bulbs. We've already talked about having extra batteries and phone charger cables. And even making sure that you have extra kitchen roll and extra loo roll and even extra washing up liquid. So you need your emergency box. That's really, really important. If you would like me to do more videos on this and going through each box and give you a list of loads of things that you are going to need with that box, then do let me know in the comment box below. Also in the comment box below is my Christmas planner. So if you want to buy my Christmas planner, then it is now available to buy. The link to buy it is in the description box below. It has everything in there that you need. The first few pages are very colourful and then it turns into black and white, because if you want to print it, I don't want to be using up all your ink. So therefore you can print it out in black and white, which is hopefully going to save you a little bit more money. But if you would like to buy my Christmas planner, it is linked in the description box below for you. So those are my 10 box ideas for you. I hope that they are helpful. I hope that you can take something from it. Again, you don't need to do all 10 boxes. Choose the ones that are more relevant to you, that are important to you, and focus on those. So for me, the baking one and the activity one is not important to me whatsoever, because my son is not a crafty child, and the baking one, we do some, but we don't do an awful lot, enough for me to put a box together. So I would absolutely love to know which boxes that you would choose to do. Mine definitely are the emergency box, the essential box, the stocking filler box, the Christmas food box, and I'm sure there's another one in there as well that I'm going to be doing, but let me know what you're doing in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you liked today's video, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to share it with a friend so they can start these boxes as well. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos from me. I hope whenever you're watching this, you're having a good morning, good day, or good evening, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.